In a matter of moments, Elon Musk gave the world yet another glimpse into the way he thinks about Tesla, and more importantly, the way he thinks about the future of driving itself. When he spoke recently, he explained that his focus at Tesla has always been to pour every bit of the company's resources, money, and attention into making the product as compelling as possible. For Musk, this philosophy is simple yet profound. The best way to sell a product isn't through aggressive advertising or endless promotions. It is through word of mouth, through people being so impressed by what they experience that they cannot help but share it with others. These words struck harder than ever this time because they came with the context of what Tesla is about to release, a new wave of innovations hidden inside the upcoming 2026 Tesla Model 2. Unlike previous years where announcements were mostly about performance or affordability, this time Tesla is quietly testing game-changing safety breakthroughs in Model 2 prototypes. These are systems that focus not on what happens after an accident, but on what can be done in the critical split seconds before one occurs. For anyone who cares about how technology can protect lives in those terrifying instants when a crash is inevitable, these updates represent nothing short of a revolution. Imagine this. You are driving down the road, and in a fraction of a second, your vehicle recognizes that a collision is about to occur. Instead of waiting until after the crash to deploy airbags, Tesla's preemptive airbag deployment system reacts before impact, cushioning occupants milliseconds ahead of disaster. This is not science fiction. It is a real piece of Tesla's evolving safety ecosystem. The Model 2 doesn't just wait to minimize the damage once contact happens. It actively predicts catastrophe and prepares you for it. This masterstroke in automotive safety represents Elon Musk's vision of creating a car that protects like a guardian angel, always watching and always ready. The way this system functions is as fascinating as it is reassuring. Built upon Tesla's 2025 32.3 software rollout, the technology fuses Tesla Vision cameras with the immense computing power of the full self-driving FSD system to forecast collisions. The magic takes place in the crucial 100 to 200 milliseconds before impact, a window of time where traditional automotive sensors are often too slow. While conventional airbag systems only respond after they detect actual contact, Tesla's vertical integration allows vision-based data to command safety hardware in real time. There are no delays, no handoffs between systems, just instantaneous protection. Think about the implications. At 36 frames per second, Tesla's artificial intelligence analyzes potential collision trajectories faster than the human eye can blink or the human brain can react. Based on estimates from IIS studies, this predictive approach reduces deployment errors by 45%. More importantly, it optimizes the angle and force of airbag deployment so that injuries caused by the airbags themselves, like fractures or burns, are reduced. NHTSA data shows that around 12% of injuries and crashes actually come from the airbags designed to protect people. By addressing that problem directly, Tesla is not only saving people from crashes, but also saving them from the unintended harm of existing safety tools. The projections are staggering. Tesla estimates that the system could cut frontal crash fatalities by 25% in Model 2 fleets, and Euro NCAP simulations support these claims with data showing injury severity scores reduced by 20–30% when early restraints are used. If scaled to just 10% of the U.S. car market, that translates into roughly 8,000 lives saved every single year. For senior drivers, who often list safety as their top concern, this could be the long-awaited breakthrough. According to a 2025 ART poll, nearly 70% of older car buyers prioritize crash safety above all else, and the Model 2 offers them precisely that without requiring expensive upgrades or premium packages. This is where Tesla's philosophy stands apart from legacy automakers. The Model 2 is positioned as an affordable, compact vehicle, yet it carries innovations once thought to be available only in high-end luxury cars. By pushing these updates through over-the-air software rather than locking them behind costly trim levels, Tesla ensures that safety equity becomes part of the mass market experience. The story practically writes itself for social media. Clips of crashes where Tesla airbags saved lives before contact will undoubtedly go viral, becoming powerful testaments to the company's promise. For everyday people, though, it's not about virality. It's about knowing that the weight of constant worry is being lifted, replaced by a profound sense of security. But the safety story doesn't end with airbags. Another incredible feature coming to the Model 2 is what Tesla calls the Climate Shield Adaptive Armor. If airbags protect from collisions, this system protects from the increasingly hostile environment outside the car. Picture a scenario where a sudden storm hits while you're driving. The Model 2 doesn't just keep going as usual, it transforms. Windows harden and darken to block ultraviolet radiation and reduce interior heat. Tires adjust their tread patterns dynamically to improve traction on wet or icy roads. Hydrophobic coatings activate, giving the car resistance to flood conditions. What Musk and his engineers have crafted here is less like a vehicle and more like a rolling fortress, capable of defending against the extremes of weather that modern drivers face with increasing frequency. The brilliance of the Climate Shield lies in its integration of AI-driven actuators with Tesla's predictive systems. It analyzes weather data in real time, pulling from Tesla Vision and even external weather APIs, allowing the car to prepare itself before conditions worsen. For instance, the windows can cut 40% of heat gain in advance of a heat wave, or the traction system can adjust milliseconds before a wheel hits an icy patch. According to national crash data, weather-related accidents are reduced by 35% when such predictive measures are applied. For seniors who face higher risks during extreme weather, this could prevent up to 15,000 accidents annually. And because it comes included with the Model 2 rather than as an expensive add-on, it represents a democratization of safety once again. Beyond storms and airbags, Tesla's Model 2 also tackles a problem most manufacturers ignore: the vulnerability of older passengers in crashes. Through its predictive occupant positioning system, the car doesn't just deploy safety measures, it adjusts the posture of passengers before impact occurs. Using real-time data, Tesla Vision, and biometric sensors, the Model 2 can slightly tilt seats, tighten belts, and reposition headrests in as little as 50 milliseconds to minimize injury. Seniors, who often suffer more severe injuries due to bone fragility, stand to benefit the most. Studies show that such adjustments can lower whiplash injuries by nearly half and reduce overall injury severity for older passengers by 35%. When scaled across millions of vehicles, this technology could prevent over 12,000 hospitalizations annually. What makes this particularly moving is not just the technical marvel, but the empathy embedded in the design. Tesla acknowledges that the needs of a 70-year-old are not the same as those of a 25-year-old, and it builds a system that adapts accordingly. Families can now feel reassured knowing that the car carrying their parents or grandparents is smart enough to recognize and protect them differently. Again, Tesla isn't charging a premium for this. By integrating the technology into the existing seat hardware and making it upgradable via software, Tesla brings a deeply human innovation into an affordable package. When you step back and look at all these breakthroughs together, the picture becomes clear. The 2026 Tesla Model 2 isn't just another affordable electric car. It is a redefinition of what safety, comfort, and resilience can mean in everyday driving. The preemptive airbags represent foresight, the Climate Shield represents adaptability, and the predictive occupant positioning represents compassion. Each one addresses not just engineering challenges, but real human fears. The fear of accidents, the fear of unpredictable weather, the fear of aging bodies being too fragile for the road. And the most astonishing part is that this is only the beginning. Because Tesla's systems are vertically integrated and constantly updated over the air, these features won't remain static. They will evolve, improve, and become smarter with each update. Buying a Model 2 isn't simply buying a car, it's buying into a living ecosystem of safety that grows with time. As we look toward the official launch, it's almost overwhelming to imagine just how profoundly this car might reshape expectations for affordable vehicles. No longer is cutting-edge protection limited to those who can afford six-figure luxury sedans. Now families everywhere, from young parents to retirees, can access technology that was once the stuff of science fiction. Elon Musk has effectively delivered on his promise. Safety, innovation, and peace of mind do not need to come at a luxury price.